Hi everybody, Tara Whitney from Whitney Consulting. I hope you're all going really well. Today we're doing a Facebook Live to talk about getting grant ready. So at Whitney Consulting, we write grants, tenders and business cases. So a lot of our work involves grant writing, and we've secured over $85 million for our clients in the past 5 years. So we know grants very well. And we also know how organisations can struggle with being ready when we are ready to start writing the grant. So at the moment, we have got a really big grant round going on. It's due in about a month. And we have people coming to us now saying, could you help us out? Could you write a grant? And our sort of comment back is, look, technically, yeah, we could get it done in time, but are you ready? Are you ready for us to write the grant? It's not about whether we have the capacity necessarily to write your grant in that time frame. We could do that, but we would need everything from you up front to be able to do it in that time. And a lot of people are not ready. They're not grant ready when they want to make an application. So what does grant ready mean? It means you need to know exactly what you're doing. So there's a few things that you need to do to be grant ready. The first thing that you need to do is about the grant applications themselves, the grant rounds. So the first thing to be grant ready is to get yourself notified of any grant programs that are coming up, any grant programs that are open, all of that sort of stuff. Because if you don't know about a grant program until the day before it's due or a week before it's due, you've got a whole lot of work to do in a very short period of time. So get yourself grant ready to start off with by getting notifications in place. So know what grants are out there, what are available, and get yourself proactive on that. So get some notifications set up. So what that means is sign up to any notifications you can. So at Whitney Consulting, we have a newsletter that comes out once a month at the beginning of every month that says these are all the grants that are open and coming up this month. And that is something that goes straight into your inbox. You can have a quick look and see if any of those grants are related to you. And if they are, you know that they're coming up and you need to get ready. There's also, if you're specific grants that you do know that every year you want to apply for or you're looking forward to in the future, go and contact them, and they will have a mailing list that they will email you when the grant is coming up. So for example, if you're interested in a Department of Primary Industries and Regional Development grant, like a value add investment or a food and beverage or something like that, you go to them and sign up for that notification that that particular grant is open or coming up, and they will send you all the information about it when it's available. So get yourself signed up. The federal government does a really great thing called Grant Connect, which is at grants.gov.au, so grants.gov.au. You can set up your profile and they will email you out all of the information about all the grants that are coming up or are open. So go on to that and get notified about all the federal government grants. Figure out which state government departments you might get grants from, and go and see if you can sign up to their website or their newsletter. Any newsletters of organisations, if you're in the regions, there's regional development commissions in WA, and they have a newsletter that will tell you what grants are available and coming up. Likewise, Regional Development Australia has newsletters. Some of them are fantastic. I've seen some ones over in New South Wales that are just brilliant. They talk about all the grants that are open and coming up. So sign up to your RDA, your local RDA as well. So that's the first thing, is to know exactly what is coming up. The second thing I would advise you to do to get grant ready is to connect with a grant writer like Whitney Consulting. Let us know what it is that you're planning to do. Let us know what your project is. We can search our grants database and tell you these are the grants that you might want to look at. We can add you to our newsletter that I've already talked about. We can also give you some advice and say to you, look, okay, that sounds like a great project, but before you could apply for a grant, these are a few things that you would actually need to do to have ready. So that's another way to be grant ready. The major way to be grant ready is to plan your project. So what that means is not having an idea that you would like to expand your building, you would like to create this program. An idea is not enough, a concept is not enough to write a grant. We need specifics. So you need to know exactly what you are doing. That means design drawings. It means quotes, cost estimates. So you need to know exactly what you are doing. The scope of your project needs to be clear. Exactly what will you deliver? You need to know why you're doing it. So what are the benefits you're trying to achieve? Why are you doing this? What are the outcomes going to be? What is it you're trying to achieve? You need to know how long it's going to take. When are you doing it? How long is it going to take? Are you going to be ready to do it in 3 months' time? Do you want to do it right now? In which case, maybe a grant isn't going to help you because you're too ready to go. Is it going to take you 3 years to be ready? Once you are ready to start your project, how long is your project going to take you to deliver? What are the steps you're going to have to take to do your project, and how long will they take, and when will you finish your project? What are your timeframes and milestones? So that's your when. So what are you doing? Why are you doing it? When? And cost. How much is it going to cost? Go and get your quotes. Go and get your cost estimates if that's what you need. But you need to know exactly how much it's going to cost, because you can't ask for a grant if you don't know how much you're asking for. So you need to know all of that information. You need to be able to quantify your benefits as well. So another thing you need to think about is, okay, well, I know that I'm going to do this project to expand my business and create jobs. How many jobs are you going to create? How much extra revenue is this project going to result in? How much extra revenue is it going to bring into your business? Or if you're going to deliver, mental health benefits, who is it you're delivering them to? Who is your target market? How many people are you going to help? You need to think about quantifying the benefits as well to get yourself grant ready. So I hope that really helps. I know there's a lot to do. There's a few things to think about. Do you need design drawings? Do you need quotes? Do you need to go and get some letters of support? All of these things can help you to be grant ready. Have you measured your outcomes? Do you know exactly what you're doing, why you're doing it? But all of this stuff is going to help you to be grant ready, and that is going to be the first thing that a grant writer is going to ask you for. It doesn't matter if you're writing the grant yourself or if you're engaging somebody, the project is yours. So as a grant writer, we can't go away and do up your design drawings and say, well, this is what you're going to do. You're going to build an office and a kiosk and a this and a that. That's all on you. You guys are the ones deciding what you're going to do in your project. So you need to do that project planning. And that's something you absolutely must do to be grant ready, because a funding body is not going to fund a concept, an idea that, we'd really like a clubhouse for this sport. We don't know what size it is. We haven't planned on exactly what is going to be involved in the clubhouse. We don't know how much it's going to cost or how long it's going to take. Obviously, they're not going to fund that. So you need to have done your project planning, get yourself grant ready, and then you will be able to apply for those grants. As always, if you have any questions, you know where I am. If you'd like to sign up for our newsletter, it's on the website, whitneyconsulting.com.au, which is WHITNEY consulting.com.au. That's also where you can contact us if you'd like us to do a bit of a search of our database and see what grants are available that you might be interested in. Like I said, Tara Whitney, Whitney Consulting. Contact us if you have any questions, but please go and get yourself grant ready. Thanks.